Hello children, let's continue with agriculture. Moving on to the topic, contribution of agriculture to the national economy, employment and output. Agriculture has been the backbone of Indian economy. Why? Because it gives India with some income. Though its share in the gross domestic product has registered a declining trend from 1951 onwards. See, what is GDP? Gross domestic product is a market value in terms of money for all the finished goods as well as services in a country during a particular period of time. Say it can be a period of 1 year, like that. So it has seen a decrease from 1951 onwards. During 2010-2011, about 52% of the total workforce was employed by the farm sector, which makes more than half of the Indian population dependent on agriculture for sustenance. The declining share of agriculture in the GDP is a matter of serious concern, because if the agriculture in the GDP is declining, it means the production is very less. If the production is very less, then the other sectors which are dependent on agriculture also will face a decrease. It is a matter of serious concern, because any decline and stagnation in agriculture will lead to decline in the other spheres of the economy, having wider implication of society. For example, consider if the cultivation of crops and the food produced is less, then what will happen? It will be a difficult task for the country to manage the food resources for the growing population, as well as we won't be able to supply proper raw materials for the industrial sector. As most of the industrial sectors, the raw materials are from the agricultural field, especially the agro-based sector and some of the textile sectors or textile industries. So, this decline may indirectly affect the other sources of economy also. Considering the importance of agriculture in India, the government of India made concerted efforts to modernize agriculture. So, we are doing certain reforms. That is, the government of India is making some reforms. Establishment of Indian Council of Agricultural Research, Research Center for Agriculture Field, Agricultural Universities, Veterinary Services, Animal Breeding Centers, Horticulture Development, Research and Development in the field of meteorology and weather forecast were given priority for improving the Indian agriculture. This meteorology and weather forecast is important for the farmers because they will plan their harvest according to the informations. So, apart from this, improving the rural infrastructure was also considered essential for the same, because only in rural places agricultural activities are more. Refer the table 4.1. It is the growth rate of GDP and major sectors given in percentage. The sectors like agriculture, industry and services are given. You can see the decline in the agricultural sector. From the table, it is clear that though the GDP growth rate is increasing over the years, it is not generating sufficient employment opportunities in the country. The growth rate in agriculture has been decelerating. Decelerating means decreasing, which is an alarming situation. Today, Indian farmers are facing a big challenge from international competition and reduction in the public investment in agriculture sector. Subsidy on fertilizers is decreased. Subsidy means a certain amount which is given by the government to help the farmers. Okay, since the subsidy on the fertilizers is decreased, there has been an increase in the cost of production. Moreover, reduction in import duties on agricultural products have proved detrimental to agriculture in the country. Reduction in import duty means the taxes levied on the imports have got reduced. That had proved detrimental. Detrimental means something which is not good for the country, or it is going to cause some harm, indirect harm to the agriculture in the country. Farmers are withdrawing their investment from agriculture, causing a downfall in the employment in agriculture. So, since they are not getting proper income out of it, farmers are even going to level of committing suicides. Thus, they are withdrawing their investments from agriculture, causing a downfall in the employment in agriculture. Moving on to the next topic, impact of globalization on agriculture. Globalization means getting influenced with outside ideas and also exporting our products to other places. Globalization is not at all a new phenomenon for our country because it was there during the time of British India itself. In the 19th century, when European traders came to India, at that time too, Indian spices were exported to different countries of the world, and farmers of South India were encouraged to grow these crops. Till today, spices are one of the important items of export from India. During the British period, cotton mills of India attracted the British, and ultimately cotton was exported to Britain as a raw material for their textile industries. Cotton textile industry in Manchester and Liverpool flourished due to the availability of good quality cotton that they got from India. The Champaran movement was started in Bihar in the year 1917 because the farmers of that region were forced to grow indigo, that is a dye, on their land because it was necessary for the textile industry which were located in Britain. So the Indian farmers were forced to cultivate indigo. For that, the farmers started protested and it was called as the Champaran movement in Bihar. They were unable to grow food grains to sustain their families. Under globalization, particularly after 1990, the farmers in India have been exposed to new kind of challenges or problems. Despite being an important producer of rice, cotton, rubber, tea, coffee, jute and spices, our agricultural products are not able to compete with the developed countries because the other countries have highly subsidized agriculture. I already told you what is a subsidy. It is a certain amount which is given by the government to help the farmers just for the sake of encouragement. So, when other countries have high subsidy, we are not able to compete with the developed countries in the field of agriculture. Today, Indian agriculture finds itself at the crossroads. That is, some important decision should be taken as soon as possible. To make agriculture successful and profitable, proper thrust should be given to the improvement of the condition of marginal and small farmers. So, we have to improve the conditions of the marginal and low level farmers, that is the small farmers. So, more focus to be given on them. The Green Revolution promised much, but today it's under controversies. It is being alleged that it has caused land degradation due to overuse of chemicals. We already saw Green Revolution. It is the use of modern techniques. So when modern techniques high yield variety seeds, usage of insecticides, pesticides, fertilizers, this can even cause the land degradation and also vanishing biodiversity. The key word today is gene revolution, which includes the genetic engineering. That is creation of new breeds of plant or new species of plant. In fact, the organic farming is in much vogue. Vogue means it is in the trend. Latest fashion, it is like that. It is ongoing trend because it doesn't use any chemicals like fertilizers and pesticides. Hence, it does not affect the environment in any negative way. A few economists think that Indian farmers have a bleak future if they continue growing food grains on the holdings that grow smaller and smaller as the population rises. So, if the farmers continue to grow food grains, then the Indian farmers' future will be miserable, or they won't be getting proper vegetation. India's rural population is about 833 million, which depends upon 250 million hectares of agricultural land, an average of less than half of an hectare per person. Indian farmers should diversify their cropping pattern from cereals to high value crops. This will increase incomes and reduce environmental degradation simultaneously because fruits, medicinal herbs, flowers, vegetables, biodiesel crops like jatropha and jojoba need much less irrigation than rice and sugarcane. India's diverse climate can be made use of to grow a wide range of high value crops. So, this will increase the farmer's income and reduce the other environmental degradations. Thank you.